time rates. So this is another application of differential calculus. So when we talk about time rates, we're talking about quantities represented by y, wherein y depends on time t. Okay, so when we write that into or we represent that, no, with dy over dt. Okay, meaning, no, y changes with respect to time or time rate. This is the time rate or rate of change of y with respect to time. So y may vary, no? So y could be velocity, no, represented by ds over dt. It's the change in this placement, no, with respect to time. Okay? Displacement. Or it could be the change in velocity. Okay, acceleration. Okay. Um, another application could be during discharge. No, it's the change in volume per time. So this is volume. Okay. When we change our volume over time, uh, this is our volumetric flow rate. No? Kasi volume changes over time. And then it can also be angular speed. No? We have here omega, wherein it's the change in theta or change in time. So uh, this is basically your angle. No? Okay. All right. So that's your position angle, and then that's your angular speed or angular velocity. So if dy over dx, actually it's dy over dt. Let's update that. If dy over dt is a positive value, then therefore that quantity y is increasing with time. No? At the same time, if it's negative, no, it's decreasing. No? So let's say your acceleration dv over dt is a positive value, then we can say that it accelerates. If it's negative, it's deceleration. Let's identify the steps on how to do it. Number one, identify the quantities that are changing and what are fixed. So we identify what is changing and then what are fixed or constant with time so that we can identify which variables to look for, which variables to solve for, and which quantities you can use to solve for the required. So step number two, assign variables to those that are changing an appropriate value, constant, to those that are fixed. Okay, so we can use different relationships to come up uh, with in relating those constants or those fixed values with those that are changing or variable over time. And then step number three, find an equation relating all the variables and constants in step two. Okay, we'll find an equation that we can combine them in one single equation, and then from there, we can differentiate the equation with respect to time. Okay, but again, just like when we are differentiating implicitly, kasi most likely implicit ang kalalabasan, we make sure that there is just one variable. And by using the other relationships that we've come up with, steps one and two, we can manipulate the equation and then perform the differentiation.